Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Fireman Dan. Welcome back to another Space Engineers tutorial / showcase. This one we're going to be working on a very wonderful script that turns LCDs and displays into MFDs, or multifunctional displays. Watch this. See that rotor over there? Well, let's shoot a piston first. See that piston? Watch the screen at the top, up there. Let's retract it. Enter. Stop it. What about the rotor? Right? How about those lights? Stop it. Return it, track it all the way back in. Cool. So how about those doors down there? Want to cycle some airlocks? Take them back the other way. Cool, huh? What about this one right here? Doors on the outside are open. Uh-oh, trouble. Let's close them all. Let's go over to lights. Interior lights. Turn off the interior lights. External lights. Turn off the external lights. Left lights. What are the left lights? Oh, there's our left lights. Left spotlights. Now it's dark, so you can't see them coming on, but turn the lights back on. Systems. Antenna. See? Antenna on and off. Antenna radius. Connector. Ready for docking. Batteries mode. Recharge the batteries. Turn the batteries back on. What about the reactor? Want to shut your reactor off? How about your vent? Want to shut your vents off? Thrusters! Thrusters on. Right? Let's just spacebar bin. Shut all our thrusters off. Now what about the orange screen over there, which is controlled by a separate programmable block with the same screen? Watch this. See, you see up there stats, right? Let's go to next. Now we can show our doors from that screen down there, which is also controlled by that orange chair down there. Previous one. Now we can see our cargo, we can see our batteries, our ammo count. So, how does all this work? Well, that's by this wonderful script right here called SDS Operational Script, made by, looks like, a couple of people. So basically what this does is, like I said, this turns any display into an MFD. There's a guide in here, right there, there's a guide. Click on that, right, and that'll take you over to this right here. So how does this work? Well, first off, obviously you subscribe to the script. Install a programmable block on your ship, which is right there. Oh, by the way, should note that this, I did not make the ship. This is part of the overview and just the showing the ship off. It's right here. Example, demo test ship. Just click right there and you can download it yourself. Once it's in there, you set the cockpit, or several, to use part in the name of the cockpit as a prefix for them for the script, and I'll show you where that goes here in a second. And in this case, it's the name SDS OS Cockpit Command Operations. And we come down here in the custom data. You see right there, cockpit prefix command, LCD prefix command, add. Prefixes themselves is SDS-OS. None of this has to be in here. Just to give you a brief example. So once it's in there, whatever command you want goes into the custom data, and every time you change something, you run setup and the augment. Now, how does all this work? Well, down here in the configuration, right? Main is the required section. So these are the cockpit prefix, and the LCDs. So come in here, custom data, Cockpit is command, and LCD is prefix. So let's come up here to this LCD. You're seeing the name, you see command. And in this seat, you see the name command. Right? Now add. Prefix equals. Prefix adds to the beginning of all block names when searching. Which the script is looking for. There is one exception, BL, which we'll get into that. So, by putting this in here, everything that the script controls has to have that in its name. So, SDSOS, SDSOS, SDSOS on all the lights, the pistons, right? My understanding, that's how that works. So basically, if you don't want the script controlling a specific block, or you only want the script, controlling specific blocks, you got to put this in. Now, once again, this add thing is not required, okay? As you see right here. This section may be missing, or partially, or completely. All parameters have default values. You do not have to put any of this in here. None of it. I'm guessing when he made this demo, he put it in here just to show you how it goes. Alright? Screen 1. Right? Screen. Number of the screen in the cockpit, which displays. Number of the screen in the cockpit, which displays the information. So what is that? So he put screen 1 in here, right? So up in the cockpit, screen 1. Right there. Okay? And how you find the screen is if you go in here, these are in order from 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So screen 1 is the top left screen. Or screen 0. That should be right there. Screen 1 is that one. That's the clock. For top left display, that has content script. Should be this one right here. Should be the script. This one over here should be. I think I got this backwards. Should be what screen is in order. So top right screen is gravity, analog clock bottom. Oh, that's gonna be bottom left down here. I'm getting the cockpit backwards. So screen 1 displays which screen, and the LCD displays which information. So for this one, should be custom data. Screen 0. So I think that's this right here. Screen 0. Alright. So the screen 1 displays whichever screen your information is on. And these right here depends on yeah, well, I'll just show you. Automatically disables WASD control when leaving the cockpit. Okay? If set to false, the cockpit will control the script, not the ship, until you disable it. So what that means is, if I come up in here, push number 1 down there in the toolbar, you see that little thing changing up there? Disabled, enabled. So right now I'm pressing S to scroll down. Pushing W to scroll up, E to move it right, Q to move it left, A to controlling the piston, and spacebar to enter to recenter it. So that sets your MFDs. That's an MFD. The problem is if your movement keys, you know, W, S, A, D, Q, and E, are controlling the script screen, they cannot control the ship. Now watch what happens when as soon as I get out of it. So you see how it goes to disabled automatically. So the instant you get back in here, it's automatically set to disabled. This one is the same way, right? Get out and set to disabled. So that's what this little line is. Custom data. That's what this little line is set for. Switch thrusters false, switch gyros false, and switch wheels false. It's set to true, disabled engine control in WASD. If false, the traction control or thrust override is activated, which is highly recommended when flying in gravity. If set to true, disables gyroscope control in WASD mode. That's debatable whether you want to do that or not, because if you're flying through space and you have it on true, you're going to fly a straight line. But if you have it on set to false, you can still move your mouse around and aim your ship around. Same thing for the wheels. If set to true, it disables wheels control in WASD mode. Once again, WASD mode is whenever you're using your keys to control the MFD display. It would be a very good idea to set this to true and keep this as false. When you're flying, if you're flying in a gravity ship, or keep it to true whenever you're flying something for space. So this here is actually supposed to be for a spaceship, so I'm guessing that is going to be set to true. Yep, true. Oh wait, nope, false. So true and false. So on this showcase ship, what do you got? Set to true, disables wheels control. Set to true, so disabled. He has a gyro disabled, but the thrusters on and on. Okay, that's what he has it set up. Now, once again, all this can be added or not even in. Next up is color. The color is well, exactly what it sounds like. This an RGB color. RGB color, it sets the colors of the screen. So those colors up there. Everything on the screen. So background color is the background. The item by color controls inactive bars. This is your main color. Color of inactive bars. Your text color. That was the color of your icon. Your scroll arrows. Your error message and your hint color. So let's play around with that real quick. Come down here. Custom data, and let's change the main color. Instead of 10, let's set it to 100 and see what happens. So run. Remember, every time you change something in custom data, you gotta run setup augment. And looks like not much changed. So where's main color? Main color. Let's set that back to 10. Let's change the background. Made it red. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the numbers are for the RGB colors. I would have to actually go look that up. Set that back to 10 and run. Now, up next, after the color, is the top menu. So 0 is pylons, 1 is doors, 2 is lights, 3 is systems, 4 is orange PB. This is all custom. You set this. For example, remember those, right? You see those bars at the top? Pylons, doors, lights, here. System and orange PB. Those basically are the screens on your MFDs. So you can actually set one screen or you can set a bunch of screens depending on what you put in your custom data. That's right here. So if I were to take this out and run, now there's only one screen. Right? Below that is where things get tricky. Alright? So 0 is basically everything on screen 0. 1 is everything on screen 1. 2 is on screen 2, 3, and 4, and so on. The best way I can show you that is in the guide. Down here in commands. So everything in here, the text, the first one is the text to be displayed. The second one is command type. Third one is the block name, and then the fourth one is command augments. All right. So command types: PB for programmable blocks. BL or BLK is any block or any block on the current grid. So if I were to dock this and I would have a command as BL, I can control a block on, say, my station, on my space station. BLK would only be on this grid. The Astera keys, BL Astera key searches for blocks by part name. GR is group. GR-GR is alternate inclusion of 2 groups. GR-airlock is the gateway group, must consist of 2 doors. Antenna, or group antenna, so you're going to antenna, group of antennas. Beacon, group of beacons. Battery, group of batteries. Connector or group of connectors. Connector lock. Ooh. So lock, unlock. Okay, so that's so you can lock connectors. That's to collect. That's to throw out with connectors. Doors, gravity generators, jump drives. So this set the distance of the jump drives. Your landing gears for auto lock or lock unlock. Pistons, rotors, timers. Change the delay of timers. Turrets, so you can target what you can change what they target with the turrets. Show blocks. Inventory. Okay, this is for your inventory, or say your gas tanks, such as hydrogen or oxygen, and your batteries, and then your thrusters. On, off, on, off. So all Atmo, hydro, ion, all left, right, up, down, forward, backwards, engine type / direction. Okay, so these are just to give you some examples of those. Come in here, custom data. Which one do we want first? All right, so pistons. So left piston, remember that's what it shows on the screen itself. Piston velocity. Then the piston left is the name of the group or the block itself. Then 0/set/1. That was my Discord, sorry about that. So you got your lights, your left lights. Alright, that's what it shows on the screen. Group, lights, left, on, off. So if I were to come in here and let's search for a group, I'm sure there'd be a group that says lights left. Spotlight, searching for a block called spotlight left, and then on, off. On, off is the toggle, and then you can have straight on or straight off, right? So let's look for something with lights. Lights. Where's the lights? Where's the lights? Timer, rotor. I'm probably looking right at it. Batteries, beacon, antennas. I'm probably not looking right at it. Probably not looking right at it. Okay, so just for brief example. Oh, well, here we go. We'll use, this is it right here, I think. So block, or in that case, it's a block on this ship, whichever one. Right? So then the text to be displayed, it was left lights, then the command type and block name. Right? So let's go to custom data here. Where's it at? So left spotlights was the name, the block and spotlights. Command type, block, the name of the block, then the command augments, which is, you got on, which turns it straight on, you got off, which turns it straight off, and then you got on off, which is like a toggle switch. Let's back out of there. This is, it could be, looks a little confusing. It really, really does. But once you understand what it's doing, it's not hard. So I can come in here and set up whatever you want. Now I think that, to my understanding, not everything works. But by what that I mean is some blocks don't have all controls, like for example, I'll have to find the comments in here. I was reading through the comments earlier. Crap. So, for example, let me find him. Let's go back to block 1. Well, I can't find the comment in here, but there are some updates that are coming that he said is planned, because not everything currently works with all blocks. Such as, for example, the lights are in here. The lights work. I just showed you that, but he's saying like the lights aren't working currently in a planned update. So if you want a command in here that's not in here, just wait till he updates it. Now, I do got to apologize a little bit. I know I was a little all over the place with this little showcase here, but I don't know if there's really any way to show it a little better. I probably could re-record this, but I'm not going to. Now, some of the other things you can do with this is by using the button panel, right? And so the program will block, hit run on the button panel down on one of these here. You can send the command to your programmable block, and you can control this stuff. What am I running on? You can control this stuff through a button panel. For example, the airlock doors. Now let's see if I can find that line in here. Let's see. What would that be up here? That would be doors. So that would be on group 2. Alright, let's check out group 2. Custom data. Number 1, number 2. So, hang on. So, here it is. Left airlock. So that's the name of the group. Left doors 0/2. So that's the group, left doors, right? So that's the airlock group. Let's see how he works that in here. Group airlock. And the command augments / so time _1, time _2. Time 1, time 2, delay in seconds. So back to custom data. So 0 and 2. Then you got the right airlock, sorry, group airlock, right door, so 0 and 2. So because there's an airlock, I'm guessing it cycles the doors back and forth compared to a regular door. So toggle, 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 alarm close. So this is the name of it, group door, which is probably all the doors. All doors. And close. So group doors, just talking about the group, all doors. So let's see if there's a group called all doors. Yep, there it is right there. Alright, so if I want to set this up for the airlock, it would need, let's see here, where's it at? Run the command you wrote allows you to send commands to the script by button panels. The command is built in the same way as described in the command section, but with a slight change. So run, command type, block name, command argument, augments. For example, to control a airlock, to run group airlock, so airlock doors, and that will be 2/4. That will be the time. So let's go ahead and copy that. Copy. And what's the group name? The group name was left doors. Right? Left doors. Group left doors. Okay. So let's go in here. Run. Group, so airlock doors, we'll call that. Left doors, and let's do it quick, just to see if this works. 1, 1. It works. So let's speed that up a little bit. Oh, let's change it. No, slow it down. So I'm going to copy that so I don't have to keep doing that. So 5, 10, nice and slow. See if how that works. 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I counted a little bit wrong. But okay, so as you see, you can use button panels to control the groups. Now there's also one in here for vents on off. The command that was actually now that I remember it, the command I was looking for that said it's not in here yet is for depressurization of vents. So you can turn them on and off. Which one was it? I think it was this one. Lights, system, so vents. So I can turn this vent on and off. Right? But I don't think there's a depressurization, to depressurize one. Not yet. But hopefully something like that will be added because it'll be easy to control. You can have better airlock control. So door A closes, vent depressurizes the airlock, and door B opens. But alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this little showcase, this is pretty cool. You can use things like this for miners, and as well, or combat ships. I mean, as you see, the possibilities are freaking endless. Because you literally have an MFD right in front of you, or in this case, an MFD right in front of you. But if you enjoyed this video, please like it, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, and I do apologize for a little bit of a craziness I went about this. I literally just seen this script, and I was so amazed by it, I had to make a video on it and show you guys this. Because the possibilities of this thing, it's endless. I mean, just look at this. Look at it. You have an MFD. Just like any modern fighter jet has MFDs with push buttons on it. You know, if anybody plays DCS World, I do. I don't have any videos, but I play DCS World. Just like in the A10, you got these control panels right there, and you just push buttons to control all kind of weapon systems. This is amazing. Like, awesome. And I don't know where the comment was in here, but I would have to go back and find it, and for time's sake, I'm not going to. But if someone said, if you do play Elite Dangerous, I don't, but I got friends that do. If you can make Elite Dangerous MFDs for your fighters, or your shuttles, or whatever it is you're making. This is so freaking cool. Another advantage of this is down there in this toolbar, is at the bottom. Instead of having all these, you can have one button, right? Hit the button, set what you want, like turn your thrusters on, turn your thrusters off, change your batteries, lock, unlock. This is just wow. It's just wow. The only downside is if you kill all your power. So if I were to come in here, reactor off, set my batteries to recharge, it goes away, right? So you would need to, ooh, like I'm pushing Y and it's not doing anything. So that could be a potential problem. Just gonna get my reactor online here. Yeah, that could definitely be a potential problem. So yes. Well, what if recharge and reactor off, right? Out of the seat, back in the seat, push Y. Yep. It's not doing anything because the script shut everything down. So that's probably the only bad thing. So reactor on. So you would probably still need to hit Y to power down. Huh. Okay, so let's try this. Reactor on, off. Groups, batteries. Let's go to enable auto. So, 1. Battery mode. Recharge. Reactors off. Go to control bar 2. On. Auto. That would probably be the only thing you would really need on your toolbar for power control. And maybe switching your selecting weapons, because the landing gears, you've seen the command in the block in the menu. You can control your landing gears with this. All right, I promise I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording now. I'm just too excited about this script. I promise I'm gonna shut the recording off. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below and like the video. I think I'm up. I only got like 47 subscribers at the time of this recording, but I got almost 1,000 views on all my videos in the last month. So please subscribe and help me grow my channel. I really appreciate it. This is Fireman Dan. I promise you I'm signing off. Have a good day, guys.